Fight for air.
Pulling on starts to be fighting here.
Not gonna lie though, dying from not being able to breathe is probably one of the maddest things. Yo, I was literally, bruv, I used to do these top 5s and top 3s on my Insta, blood, you know what I'm saying? I still do them on YouTube and Instagram, blood, you know what I'm saying? And in his last tip, he literally had like an Oriental beat, blood, and I was like, it caught me off guard because I don't really associate KO with the Oriental beats. That's normally a V9 thing, and I literally said that was a V9 influence in them thing that caught me off guard, fam. And this is the second time. I don't know, he might have used Oriental beats in the past and I just didn't clock or whatever, fam, you know what I'm saying? But the last tape, there was an Oriental beat in there. Let me even try ting it actually, bro. Because I was literally like looking at all my different album reviews and like how they've kind of like progressed in them thing there, fam. Profile. K. Oh, blood. Which one was it? Oh yeah, it was Red Blazer, blood. Was it Red Blazer? I think it was, fam. This one right here. Yeah. So this is the second time I'm hearing on the next Oriental thing as well, blood. But it's Oriental beat with like the cowboy kind of lettering, blood. So the Western type.
The chances are that it's live in there. It's
Let's see
live.
what going on. A samurai story.
Yo, they best roll safe. Come my dogs roll dangerously, rotate. Nothing won't save them, have no faith. Gunshots gon' take them, the old age, niggas say no names. Hoping it's a cold case for Cater, don't make it stains and still papes. Still need more lips to locate your wrist as rose, get ripped with no waist. My brown name is stiff to hold flame. Part the stick with my yellow bone, a snowflake. Trips and the pedal backs with no brakes to get shifting dingers with them tints that are opaque. Reckon turn green lights of a tone.
The maddest thing, blood. If you give this exact same flow to certain man, they won't be able to hack it because there's certain times where he adds a couple more syllables into the sentence and has to kind of like hurry up and try, you know what I'm saying, make everything fit nicely. But you notice it, but it's not that noticeable. Fam.
Your wrist is rose, get ripped with no waist. My brown name is stiff to hold flame. Part the stick with my yellow bone, a snowflake. Trips and the pedal backs with no brakes to get shifting dingers with them tints that are opaque. Reckon turn green lights of a tone change. Reverse on them if K was the okay. Burst on them if the younger and old age. Don't know if it was us, either way they gon' throw blame. If we pulling up, but they won't stay. If they come having running back like OJ. Instead of getting more bread on my soul aims to Smith and West and Elizabeth my soulmates.
And why the Oriental beats are so cold to me is because I didn't grow up on like martial art films, but like I love martial art films. I love action films and different kind of action films, fam. You know what I'm saying? So what is it? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, all the Ip Man series, Blood Monkey King, Blood Jackie Chan, Jet Li films, like, you know what I'm saying? But like I love martial art films, but you know what I'm saying? Hand-to-hand combat. Different, fam, you know what I'm saying? And obviously you got your others like your John Wick's, blood, the one that Denzel was in. Denzel was my favorite actor. What's his thing called, blood? I forgot his series. You might know which one I'm talking about though, where he's a complete bad man with a watch coming to the room, time himself to kill off all of these man, leaving it. Yeah, man, different.
Get chef if we got crips with no lace. Your best to get set and go for your own sake. Back them and duck feds, both for them close shaves. Friends in a pen, get you poked to the whole maid. Ain't pulling no stance to be fighting here. Ain't pulling our ours to frighten scare.
No way.
Pulling out arms, not hands, and me fighting fights ain't fair. Don't mean we can't throw rats and less, but the chances are that it's live and there.
It's live.
So if you really like fighting, fight for air. Ain't pulling no stance to be fighting here. Ain't pulling out ours to frighten scare.
No way.
Pulling out arms, not hands, and me fighting fights ain't fair. Don't mean we can't throw rats and less, but the chances are that it's live and there.
It's live.
So if you really like fighting, fight for air. We pay close attention to details where strains grow. Breaking and teeth fit at late O's. Staying there and I'm needed, won't say no, and even if they know it's me. Ain't like K to lay low, but I'm seen on main road, just keep a blade close. Or I'm with a guy like Saints Row. Strike with a fend at the back, I've changed roles. Chill with them and get slapped to stay fault. Ain't no off seasons like J. Cole. Could be summer when we shower them in these raincoats. Listen to the bassline drop when the gauge goes. Hitting faces is John or a Jane Doe. Feds start investigating and they probe. Pattern up, hope for no arrest or trace shown. Rap by the plain clothes, that's how the game goes. Should I rap hit stage shows or rap him take loads? I remember my first move, my face glowed. Got my first million views, said K's blown. Far from the truth, I'm still in a bait zone. Still drilling and robbing sons like K-No. Taking man's things and stuff I ain't own. Giving out pics, not ones where they pose. Slinging out bits, get weight sold. Ain't pulling no stance to be fighting here. Ain't pulling out ours to frighten scare.
No way.
Pulling out arms, not hands, and me fighting fights ain't fair. Don't mean we can't throw rats and less, but the chances are that it's live and there.
It's live.
So if you really like fighting, fight for air. Ain't pulling no stance to be fighting here. Ain't pulling out ours to frighten scare.
No way.
Pulling out arms, not hands, and me fighting fights ain't fair. Don't mean we can't throw rats and less, but the chances are that it's live and there.
It's live.
So if you really like fighting, fight for air.
Old. Yo, if this was actually in like a movie, blood, in a scene, bro. Yeah, would have been on like the final fight type of thing, blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing bamboo trees, blood, little thunder, two bits of rain and that fam. You know what I'm saying? Little sword action going across the eyes and that, blood. You know? Hey, different. The one man versus the army, shinobi man, them just running through the mud. You know, it's cold, man. Shout out KO, man. Shout out KO, blood. You know what I'm saying? Different, blood. Alright.